Hello students, let's start with the course ring theory. So the first chapter of ring theory is rings and fields. In last semester you learned about group theory and you know the definition of group. So basically what is definition of group? What is group? Suppose G is any non-empty set, then with operation star, G star is said to be group if four properties are satisfied. Which is first property? G is closed with respect to this operation. Means what? G is closed means what? For all AB belongs to G, A star B belongs to G. Means G is closed under operation star. This is closure property. Second property is with respect to star, G is associative. Means what? For all A, B, C belongs to G. Means you can take any three elements from G, then A star B into C is same as A into B into C. This is the second property is associative. What is third property? That is existence of identity. Means what? There exists certain element E in G such that for all A belongs to G, means you can take any element from G. For any element of G there exists a certain element E such that A star E is same as A, which is same as E star E. And the fourth property is existence of inverse. Means what? For any element, means for every element of G, for all A belongs to G, there exists some B belongs to G such that A star B is same as identity, which is same as B star A. Means existence of inverse of each element of G exists. Okay. For any non-empty set G with the operation star, if these four properties are satisfied, then we say that G is a group under operation star. And this group G is commutative. When that will be commutative? That is fifth property. Not commutative. This group will be abelian. When we say that when A star B is equal to B star A for all A and B belongs to G. In this case, we call the group G with respect to operation star as an abelian group. Okay. Now, in this course ring theory, the first is definition of ring. So first of all, what is ring? Now, for group there was only single operation star. For ring, we need two operations. So first operation is addition. So definition is ring, a ring R plus dot. Okay, this is notation. Okay, is a set R together with two binary operations. Binary operation. Binary means we need two elements. Okay, together with two binary operations, addition and multiplication, which we call addition and multiplication, defined on R, such that the following axioms are satisfied. Okay, this R plus star is said to be ring if it satisfies these three properties. So first property is R plus is an abelian group. I just told you that about definition of abelian group. So with respect to this first operation addition, R plus, if R plus is abelian group, second property multiplication is associative. Okay, so look here, in R plus addition is already associative by definition of group. Additionally multiplication is associative, that is second property. And third, for all ABC belongs to R, the left distribution law, what will be the left distribution law? A dot B plus C is equal to A dot B plus A dot C. Means what? This multiplication distributes over addition. This is from left, so this is left distribution law. And right distribution law, that is A plus B dot C is A dot C plus B dot C. Means this multiplication distributes over addition from right, so this is right distribution law. So any set with two binary operation addition and multiplication is said to be ring if it satisfies these three properties. R plus is abelian group, multiplication is associative, and left distribution law and right distribution law holds. Okay. Now, what are examples of ring? So first example, the set of integers, then rational numbers, real numbers, complex numbers with usual addition and multiplication are rings. So we know set of integer. So if let us check the first property, whether Z plus is abelian group. Yes, it is abelian group with respect to addition. multiplication is associative, second property is satisfied, and it is as these are numbers, integers means numbers, so third property, multiplication distributes over addition, is also satisfied. Okay, so similarly for set of rational, set of real, set of complex, all these three properties of ring are satisfied, so all these are rings. Okay, another example of ring, that is second. Consider n is any natural number. The set of all n cross n matrices over R is a ring with respect to usual addition and multiplication of matrices. We know usual addition and multiplication of matrices. So with respect to that matrix addition and matrix multiplication, the set of matrices forms a ring. In particular, MnZ. MnZ means what? MnZ means it is n cross n matrix over Z. Over Z means what? All entries of the matrix will be from Z. Means matrix entries will be from set of integers. MnQ means all set of all n cross n matrices. N is any natural number and entries will be rationals. MnR, set of all matrices with order n cross n and entries will be real numbers. MnC means set of all n cross n matrices where entries are complex numbers. All these are examples of rings. Okay, means what? You can check all these three properties. Which is first properties? MnZ with respect to addition will be abelian group. Then means what? Like this. First property for ring, MnZ. So you can take, suppose you can take n as 2, any 2 cross 2 matrix with entries integer. So this matrix with respect to first operation addition, this will be abelian group. That is first property of ring. So this is abelian group. So matrix addition, abelian group means what? With respect to addition. Here MnZ with respect, in place of star you will take addition with respect to addition. All these 5 properties will satisfy. Means you can take any 2 matrices, their addition will be again matrix in that set. Associativity will be satisfied with respect to addition for matrices. There exists identity matrix, which is identity matrix, that is for 2 cross 2. This is 1 0 0 1. This is identity matrix. Inverse of each matrix exists again with respect to addition. Commutative property of matrix will be satisfied. So first properties of ring is satisfied. Second, with respect to multiplication, what happen? The operation will be associative. And third property, that multiplication distributes over addition from left and right for matrices will be satisfied. In this way you can check that MnZ is a ring. Okay, similarly MnQ, MnR, MnC. What is? Note that here Z means entries of the matrices will be integers. Here entries are rational, entries are real, entries are complex numbers. Okay, then next example of a ring is, now consider capital F is a set of all functions f from R to R. What is capital F? Means this is f, this is small f, it is a function from R to R. Okay, this is one function. We collect all such functions in a set, we denote it by capital F. Okay, this capital F under, now we need 2 operations to denote a ring. Now let us take, we need 2 operations, then how to denote it? So this F is a ring under usual function addition. So how we take that? F plus g of x is equal to fx plus gx. So function addition will be f plus g of x is same as fx plus gx, and multiplication will be f into g of x, means function f into g operate on x is same as fx into gx. Okay, with these 2 operations, this set capital F will be a ring. Means what? This capital F with respect to this addition, function addition and function multiplication will satisfy all 3 properties of a ring. Another example, NZ with respect to addition multiplication. What is n? N is natural number. So Z is set of integer. NZ is a ring where NZ is a cyclic subgroup of Z. In group theory you learned that NZ is a cyclic subgroup of Z, and this will be ring. Okay, means all 3 properties of ring will be satisfied. Now Let us take another example of a ring. If now consider there are n rings, R1, R2, Rn are rings, we can form the set of. From this ring, let us form a set R1 cross R2 cross up to Rn of all order n tuples. R1, R2, small Rn means here we form this ring from all these Rn rings, and how the elements of this ring will look like this. If this is n tuple where this R1 belongs to capital R1, element R2 belongs to capital R2, element Rn belongs to capital Rn. Okay, it is written here where Ri belongs to Ri. Defining addition and multiplication. So how we define addition and multiplication? So it will be of n. Now this is n tuple, so their addition and multiplication will be by component. Okay, so what is the component addition? Means R1 cross, if we consider two tuple, then R1 comma R2 plus what will be the addition, like for n tuple. Suppose we are considering two rings R1 and R2, so R1 cross R2, this is set. Suppose first element is R1 R2, second element is R1 dash R2 dash, comma, their addition will be component wise, means this will be R1 plus R1 dash, second element will be R2 plus R2 dash, and multiplication will be like this, R1 R2 into R1 dash R2 dash is equal to, here this R1 belongs to capital R1 and R1 dash belongs to capital R1, and R2 dash belongs to R2, and multiplication will be like R1 dash comma R2 dash. Okay, this is operation. So this is for two tuple. Similarly for n tuple, by like this operation, that set, that is R1 cross R2 cross Rn, that will form a ring. This is called as direct product of the rings Ri. Okay, this is example of ring. Now there are some theorems related to ring. So theorem is, if R is a ring with additive identity 0, then for any two elements of a ring we have 0 into A is equal to A into 0 is equal to 0. A into minus B is same as minus A into B is same as minus of A into B, and last is minus of minus B is equal to AB. Now let us prove the first, that is A into 0. We have to prove 0A is same as A0 is same as 0. So first of all let us prove it. So for that let us take left hand side as A0 plus A0. Here we can take A common, or we can say it by property third, by distribution law. By distribution law of multiplication over addition, we can take A common. So we can take A common, 0 plus 0 by property R3. Now 0 plus 0 is 0, so we will write A into 0, and A into 0 can be written as 0 plus A0. Why we can write so? Because 0 is additive identity. Okay, now left hand side is A0 plus A0, right hand side is 0 plus A0. Now this A0, we can cancel this A0. Why? By cancellation law for additive group. We know this cancellation law. So what remained? A0 is equal to 0. Okay. Similarly, here we proved A0 is equal to 0. Now we have to prove 0A is equal to 0. So start with 0A plus 0A. So we can take A common by distributive law. 0 plus 0 is 0. A 0 into A can be written as 0 plus 0, because 0 is additive identity. Again by cancellation law, this 0A will get cancelled. What remained here? 0 into A is equal to 0. Okay. So from 1 A into 0 0, from 2 0 into A is 0. So from 1 and 2 we can write 0A is equal to A0 is equal to 0. Okay. Now the second is A into minus B is same as minus A into B is same as minus of AB. So first let us consider, so for that we will consider how we prove it. We first take A into minus B plus AB, and we will show that is 0. Next we will take minus A into B plus AB, and that we will show that is 0. So first let us take A into minus B plus AB. So first, a into minus b plus ab is equal to, we can take a common, okay? So, or we can say it by distributive law. So take a common, what remain there? Minus b plus b. What will be minus b plus b? That will be 0. So a into 0, we get finally 0. What we get, a into minus b plus ab 0 means this ab can be shifted to right hand side. So we get a into minus b is equal to minus of ab. Similarly, minus ab plus ab, take b common, okay? This is 0 into b, 0. So we can shift this to right hand side. We get minus ab is equal to minus ab. So from 3 and 4, what we can write? A into minus b is equal to minus a into b is equal to minus of a into b, okay? So that is proof. And the last, what is the third? Third we have to prove. We have to prove minus a into minus b is equal to ab. So for that we will prove the second property. So note that minus a minus b can be written as minus of a into minus b by property 2. We have just proved. Using that we can write it, okay? So this minus of a into minus b can be write this minus as it is, and a into minus b is same as minus of a into b, okay? Now look here, what is meaning of it? This minus sign, its meaning is we want additive inverse of the element minus ab. This minus sign means additive inverse. So in general, for any element a, minus a, what its meaning? Its meaning is additive inverse of a, okay? Minus sign means additive inverse of a. So here what is there? Minus of, there is minus of minus ab means what? Additive inverse of element minus ab. And we know what is additive inverse of minus ab? Additive inverse of minus ab is ab. So we will write that is inverse of minus ab. Additive inverse of minus ab is ab. So what will be finally this? It is additive inverse of element minus ab, that is ab. So we will write minus a into minus b is equal to ab, okay? That is proof. Next is definition of homomorphism and isomorphism. In group theory you learn about it. So in ring theory, so we need two rings. For rings R and R dash, a map phi from R to R dash is a homomorphism if the following two conditions are satisfied for all AB belongs to this R. So which are these two conditions? First is phi of A plus B is same as phi A plus phi B, and phi of A into B is phi A into phi B. So first property is related to addition, second is related to multiplication. This A and B are elements from this ring R. We take elements from AB, do their addition and then operate phi on that. It is same as phi A. Now phi A will be element of R dash and phi B will be element of R dash, okay? So with respect to addition and multiplication, if these two properties are satisfied, then we say that these two rings R and R dash are homomorphic to each other. Further that, what is isomorphism? So in group theory you learned, if the homomorphism map is 1 1 and on 2, then that homomorphism, we call that homomorphism as isomorphism, okay? So what is 1 1 and on 2, we learned all that, so you can revise it once again. So now let us look some examples of homomorphism. So first example is evaluation homomorphism. So what is that? Consider the F, capital F is a ring of all functions mapping R into R. We learned it, capital F is a ring of all functions from R to R. Then for each A belongs to R, the evaluation homomorphism is defined as, we denote it by phi A from capital F to R, where now you know that we need two operations for a ring. So what is that two operation? So first of all, this phi A from F to R is defined as phi A of F. This capital F is a set of functions. We take one function from it, and phi of F is same as F of A. Okay, this is a function over capital F. Now we have to show this is homomorphism. This function phi AF is equal to FA for all F belongs to capital F is a homomorphism. So for that what we will check, we need to show for all Fg belongs to this capital F, phi A of F plus G is same as phi A of F plus phi A of G for addition, and we need to show for all Fg belongs to capital F, phi A of F into G is same as phi AF into phi AG. Okay. So first property, what will be left hand side is phi A of F plus G. So by definition of this, phi F is F of A, F of A. So this will be F plus G of A. Okay, by definition. Then F plus G of A is same as FA plus GA, because this is by definition of addition of function. Okay, we have seen while looking the examples of a ring that what is the addition of two functions, F plus G of A is same as FA plus G, and FA can be written as phi AF, GA can be written as phi A G. Means left hand side is phi A of F plus G, right hand side is phi AF plus phi A G. This is for addition. Okay. For multiplication, for any two functions from F, phi of F into G, by definition we can write it as F into G of A. Again, by definition of multiplication of functions in capital F, Fg of F, Fg of A is same as F of A into G of A. Fa can be written as phi F of phi A of F, Ga can be written as phi A of G. Okay. So this is example of evaluation homomorphism. Similarly, another example of homomorphism is the map phi from Z to Zn, where phi A, what will be, now this is set of integer, this is modulo n, set of integer modulo n, where what will be phi A, now A is element of Z, phi A will be 5 contents in Z. Phi A is the remainder of A modulo n. Okay, we take any element, phi A will be from this, means when we divide the A by n, the remainder will be answer. So phi is the remainder of a modulo n. This is also a ring homomorphism for each positive integer n. So let us prove how is it. So first of all, phi of A plus B is phi A plus phi B. By group theory we have learned it. Now to show it the property for multiplication, means we have to show phi of AB is phi A into phi B. So for that, first of all take the element A as Q1n plus R1, where R1 is less than n, B as Q2n plus R2, where R2 is less than n, by we know it is by division algorithm. So what will be A into B, take these two elements Q1n plus R1, B as Q2n plus R2, do their multiplication. Okay, from these 3 we can take n common plus R1 R2. Now phi of AB, what will be phi of AB? Phi of AB means divide remainder when AB is divided by n. So this is AB. Okay, AB is equal to, this means this is AB. When we divide this element by n, so definitely remainder will be R1 R2. So phi of A into B will be R1 into R2. And what is R1? R1 is phi of A, because this is remainder, R1 is nothing but remainder when A is divided by n. So R1 is phi of A, R2 is phi of B. So finally phi of AB is same as phi into phi B. Okay. Next, definition of isomorphism. We have learnt about, I already told you what is isomorphism. An isomorphism, phi from R to R dash, from a ring R to a ring R dash, is a, first of all it is homomorphism, that is both 1 1 and onto on R dash. That is, these rings R and R dash are said to be isomorphic. Now let us see this example. An abelian group Z plus and 2Z are not isomorphic under the map phi from Z to 2Z with which operation? Phi of x is equal to 2x, for phi of x is equal to 2x, because domain is Z, codomain 2Z, we take element from domain, that is x, then after operating phi we get 2x. Okay. Now for addition, what will be phi of x plus y? If we take x and y, two elements from Z, phi of x plus y will be, by definition of phi of x plus y will be 2 into x plus y. 2 into x plus y can be written as 2x plus 2y, and 2x is nothing but phi x, 2y is nothing but phi y. Means for addition, property satisfied. But what about multiplication? That is not satisfied. Property will not be satisfied means this is not homomorphism. So automatically this will be not isomorphism. So here it is written here phi is not ring isomorphism. Why? What will be phi of xy? So by definition of phi of x is 2x. Phi of xy will be 2xy. Okay. And what will be phi x into phi y? Phi of x is 2x. By definition, phi of y is 2y, it is 4xy. Means phi of xy is 2xy. Phi x into phi y is 4xy. Means both are not equal. So this property, this math phi, is not homomorphism. So automatically this will be not isomorphism. Okay. Now let's stop here. In next lecture, we will see the definition of field. Okay. Thank you.